Sir, how to control toxic trolling on social media?
My pleasant namaskarams. On May 22, there was an attack of terror by terrorists in Palgam, and 26 people, out of which 25 people are citizens of India and male persons and Hindus, and one Nepali person were killed. Since then, our foreign secretary had been addressing on behalf of our country in the media, particularly from May 7 onwards, because the Sindoor is started from Operation Sindoor is started from May 7. While so on May 10, Mr. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri announced that an understanding had been reached between the two sides to halt a military actions on all sides, and ceasefire is announced. Thereafter, lot of abusive comments flooded into his account. He closed his account. All have condemned the such sort of toxic trolling, both executive side, legislative side, on all sides. But still, what has been happened, particularly criticizing his daughter without any reason, is highly condemnable. I am condemning it, and I want there should be literacy about the internet use and constructive criticism to all, whether they are using the internet or not. A disinformation, particularly a full-blown disinformation, is a illegal act. Social media about the ground reality regarding the Operation Sindoor remained quiet about the vicious trolling of Mr. Misri and the doxing of his daughter. Little internet literacy is there in India. There is a pattern of platforms being regularly used for hate speech, abusive comments, and deliberate distortion of facts. If somebody wants to do deliberately distorting of facts and misuse of the platform in social media for his own purposes, and illegal activities are going on in that regard in the public sphere, where all have got a right of participation, definitely we must condemn it, particularly in cases of rape and death threats, and reactions about it is causing a lot of mental agony. So there must be an anti-trolling law, and the punishment should be stringent. We are now going to get an act called DPDP, that is called Digital Personal Data Protection Rules 2025. This year only we are going to have those rules. These rules are regarding misuse of right of freedom of speech and misuse of personal information. There are certain provisions in BNS Act and Information Technology Act to address cyberbullying. The courts have been more proactive by directing quick removal of this content from the net. Technology is there to remove the content very speedily. For example, even the person who is having the account can close it, or the high-tech companies which are creating these platforms, after getting some red tags or certain information about misuse of the platform, can easily stop it, remove it. After the offending content is removed, the account must be continued, otherwise it will be setback to democracy. So in Shaiva Sharma case 2024, the Delhi High Court had noted that there can be no doubt that acts of doxing, if permitted to go on unchecked, could result into violation of right of privacy. Why? Because in India, particularly where freedom of speech and expression is part of fundamental right, Article 19(1)(a), and also Article 21 says no person shall be deprived of his personal liberty or life without the due procedure established by law. All voices should be heard. Everyone can have a right of freedom of speech. He can express what he wants. But disinformation and misinformation must be stopped with the help of the guidelines and the law. So there must be rules and law to avoid disinformation and misinformation, and for that we all must have the knowledge of using of internet in a proper way. Otherwise what happens, one day this right to freedom of speech, which is a fundamental right of every citizen, is being curtailed and we can't use it properly. Thereby we will lose the development. There will not be any development. So I request all of you to have education about internet and how to use it, how to give any criticism constructively and not misuse your right, and how to stop disinformation, misinformation is a basic thing which everybody must know and follow it. I hope everybody will do it. Thank you very much.